Good evening, everyone. Welcome. It is Friday night. It is 7 o'clock p.m. That can only mean one thing. It is time for our weekly 1 hour live stream once again. Uh, let's see who we have with us this week. Max, hello. Wolf, hello. Karen, hello. How's everyone's week been? Hope you guys have been doing well. Pretty decent week for me. Can't complain. So, joining us on the shelf this week, we have BB-63, the Mighty Mo. On the middle shelf, the Big USS United States. And last but certainly not least, we have USS Kidd, joined by USS New Orleans. So, without further ado, Wolf is doing great. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Wolf. Very glad to hear it. I wish you could get some progress on your models. I'm sure that's probably eating you up that you can't do that. Hoping it won't take too long for you to do that. So let's go ahead and get started with our footage here for this week. And let's see, there we go. There is no news yet on the Big U, Wolf. We are still waiting. I am kind of hoping that no news is good news right now. That's kind of the way I'm approaching it. So we're starting off looking at Mo. We're going to be looking at the Iowa. We're going to be looking at Kidd. Carplane, how are you doing, my friend? Hope you've had a good week. I saw your ship that you posted in Discord. Looks pretty cool. Saw a cool photo of New Jersey sailing by the United States, meaning the SS United States, of course. How many people here watched the stream of New Jersey going into the dry dock? Or Wolf says, or being moved by the Big U. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, either way you say it, it works. I watched the first hour of the and I didn't watch it live. I was just not able to, work and whatnot. But as soon as I had a chance, I got to watch the first hour of it, which was probably the most interesting part, at least to me, anyway. I need to go back and watch where she actually gets to the dry dock or whatever the first destination was. I think she might have been going. And you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she was going somewhere to some location first, and then she was going to the actual dry dock. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Wolf, I didn't really watch it, but I popped in here and there to see what's up. Let's see. Car is called the GDF Perseus, referring to the ship I just mentioned. Cool. Is that a real ship or something that you made up, Car? Oh, let's see, Max. I sadly didn't get to watch the stream live, but I did watch a bit of it after. Yeah, and like I said, I couldn't watch live. It work. So that's unfortunate, but hey, I still got to see like the main parts that I wanted to see. I mean, even if she's not moving under her own power, how amazing is it to see an Iowa class battleship on the move? I mean, how often are you going to see that in your lifetime? Oh, starting that yawning stuff pretty early this week, I see. Car, you made it up. Gotcha. Wolf, that's some cool footage of Mighty Mo. Yes, we're going to be looking at Mo. We're going to be looking at the Iowa. Going to be looking at the Kidd. Of course, got my USS Kidd shirt on. Don't know how well you can see that. Um, did any of you guys watch the live stream I was a part of last week with Steve on the Blue Ribbon channel? If you did, how did you like it? I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of nervous doing it because I feel like I've got to bring my A game if I'm doing someone else's stream. On my own, I'm a little more relaxed. It's okay if I mess up, but I was a little more conscious of it there. New Jersey being moved was pretty awesome. However, I feel like it wasn't as televised as Texas's move was. I think it was a pretty big deal in that area, Wolf. Um, but New Jersey's got a great YouTube page too. New Jersey's got a really good YouTube channel. The Kidd has a great one, and Texas also. Well, really, actually, most of Texas's footage I see is drone footage from some guy, and I don't know if he's fully affiliated with the ship or not. Wolf, I watched the live stream, thought it was pretty good. Max, yes, I watched it. It was awesome. Well, great. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Of course, Steve and I are talking about collaborating again in the future. I'm sure I'll be back on his channel at some point. He'll be back on mine. So be looking forward to that in the future. So while we're thinking about the New Jersey guys, I happen to get a few screenshots here, and let me pause the footage here just for a minute, and I'm going to bring up a couple of photos that I thought were pretty cool. So here's one that I screenshotted from New Jersey's move. And you can see, I think that they kept, the name of the bridge is the Walt Whitman Bridge. Mark is here. I almost forgot. Mark, how are you? How has your week been? Did you watch the live stream, Mark? Well, yeah, I remember you being in the chat for Steve's live stream. But yeah, guys, a historic day yesterday. Battleship New Jersey on the move to dry dock. Yeah, Wolf, look at those guns. Those amazing, beautiful, massive 9-inch guns. And yeah, that is the Walt Whitman Bridge. Let me see if you guys can see my mouse here. Yeah, you should be able to see my mouse. This one was especially cool because look what's over here, guys. Looks like funnels to me. Mark, week was good, just lack of sleep. Well, hopefully you can make up for some of that this weekend. Mark, yes, I did watch the dry docking. Nice. So yeah, guys, SS United States, our beautiful lady right there, the big U. There she is. So now the next ship to enter the dry dock will be USS Kidd. Wonder what will be after her. That's a good question, Wolf. To my knowledge, they haven't announced any other ships being in dry dock or going to dry dock at this time. But yeah, guy, how about that? The funnels of the Big U can be seen off to the right. Of course, I was gonna take a look at that, and we will go off on over to this next image, another one that I saved. So, and these are all I just I'm snapping and screen capturing with my phone. That's how I got these. And if you look right here again, there's another funnel. There's the Big U's funnel right here. And look over here, that's the stern right there. And you can barely make out the second funnel right here. So here we are looking through the bridge of an Iowa-class battleship at the SS United States. I mean, just wow. It's just amazing. And one more that I captured. Wolf, wonder if the Big U was ever by New Jersey when they were in active service. If I had to guess, Wolf, no. Because if memory serves, the Iowas were decommissioned in the early 50s. There's that photo of the Iowas, all four Iowas together. That was in 1954. Mo was decommissioned in 1953. I don't know the exact date when New Jersey was decommissioned, but it was probably around that time frame. And then New Jersey ended up being the only Iowa reactivated for Vietnam. I forget the exact year when Vietnam broke out, but I think towards the end of the 60s, I believe was when New Jersey was recommissioned and the Big U was on the downside of her career. I think towards the end of the 60s was when the Big U was decommissioned. So if I had to guess, I would say no, that never happened. So one last one to show you guys. And here we are. Here we see the battleship right here going down, I believe this is the Delaware River. And here's the Big U right here, off to her left. And what I was really hoping for, I was hoping someone would be standing like over here somewhere where they could be high up or maybe get a drone and get the Big U in the foreground and get the New Jersey in the background as she's passing by the Big U. I think that would have been an absolutely amazing shot, a historic shot. But, hey, we got this and we'll take it, right? So yeah, that's some of the photos I wanted to share with you guys. Hope you dig that. And let's see, we're going to go back to our footage here in just a sec. As soon as I get it back up. And we're back underway. Mark, wow, the New Jersey is big. Yes, sir, she was. Or is, excuse me. For those who missed out, I gave the dimensions of the New Jersey, and I gave this on Steve's live stream. The Iowa-class battleships, to give you some type of scale, are 5 feet longer than Titanic and 16 feet wider than Titanic. So that gives you an idea of scale. Yeah, I wish they would have New Jersey in this game. That way we could get some footage of her because, she was the big topic this week. But unfortunately not. Wolf, New Jersey is longer than the Yamato, I believe. I'm not sure about that, Wolf. I mean, Yamatos, the two Yamatos were the biggest battleships ever built. So I'm fairly certain that um, the Iowa class ships would not be longer than Yamato. If you want, look that up and let us know. Mark says 887 feet long. Correct. Titanic was 882 feet long. So, yeah, they were 5 feet longer. You notice in the footage here, we've got a four-funneled ship going sailing in the background there. I think Yamato was wider. Probably so, especially at the bow. I was mentioning last week how the Iowa's the bow, it gets so narrow towards the front, it almost reminds me of like a crocodile snout. But yeah, also we're going to be taking a look at the Kidd in a bit, and I actually have a little bit of news for you guys concerning the Kidd, and I'll be sharing that in just a bit. Uh, Sit tight, guys. I'm going to go grab a drink, and that's all I'm doing. I'll be right back. Okay, see? Just a drink, nothing else. Throat getting kind of dry. Well, she was slightly longer than Yamato. Okay, well, I stand corrected. I thought for sure Yamato was longer. She was definitely wider, though. Let's see. Munster's here. Hello, greetings. So sorry. I'm right. You meant late. No worries, Moonser. You show up whenever you can. How was your week, our friend? Did you have a good week? How's everything going for you? Did you get to watch the live stream with Steve last week? And by the way, guys, if you did not catch the stream or you want to catch it again, it is available on Steve's channel. And he also divided it into segments. So if you only want to watch the segment where Shiloh was talking with him about the cosplay, the outfits and stuff, you can watch just that. Or if you only want to watch the discussion on the Iowas, you can. There's a link for just that segment as well. But watch the whole thing. Moonser, week was not really good, but it was okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Moonser. I hope you're gonna have a good weekend, and I hope next weekend's gonna get better. Or next week will get better for you. Well, wonder what would have happened to Yamato if she survived the war. Um, uh, One of three possibilities, Wolf. Like with any ship, we have precedent for one. Um, let's think back to the Imperator's. They all survived the war. They were intended for the country that lost the war, as we know. They were given away as war reparations. I would imagine that the same would be done for the Yamato. She would either be she would be scrapped. Well, that's a lot of torpedoes. Well, luckily only one's going to hit Mo, and she's more than capable of surviving that. But yeah, she would either been scrapped, she would have been given to another country as war reparations, and I don't know if they would have made a museum ship out of her. I really don't know. I don't think that would have been her fate. I really think that she would have been scrapped or given away as war reparations. Uh, Moons are referring to Steve's live stream. Watched it. It was very good. Well, awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed that. What do I think of the SS Normandy? Normandy is one of the most underrated liners, and it's in my view, and because of what happened to her. The fate that she suffered. She was certainly a beautiful liner. She was unique, especially in the bow section. The way that breakwater was designed. there's no mistaking the Normandy for any other ship. I mean, you when you look at a picture of the Normandy, you know it's the Normandy. It was just really unfortunate what happened to her, much like the Queen Elizabeth, your favorite ship. It's I really wish that wouldn't have happened to her. She may still be around today as a museum ship, had she not caught fire. Oh, Matt's here. What's up, Matt? How was your week? How is your drone job going? I know you were doing that earlier. I've been watching your streams too, by the way, Matt. Most of the time, though, in the evenings, like during the week, um, I'm usually in bed getting ready to fall asleep. So that's why you haven't seen me chat, but I have been watching. Wolf Normandy was gorgeous, and the Art Deco interior was gorgeous. Absolutely. Mark, Normandy was Art Deco. She most certainly was. Matt, I'll be lurking about to dive into some boiled shrimp. Nice. I had some boiled crawfish last weekend. It was amazing. I had to stop I ate so much I had the attack of the food coma. I had to fight that off. It'd been kind of rude to fall asleep at my bro's house after he just fed me for free. Let's see. Um, some folks refer to the Normandy, call her the Chrysler ship. I've never heard of that before. Is that because she's got a similar style as the Chrysler building with the Art Deco stuff? I've never heard that before. Matt, doing Easter Bunny photos tomorrow at Tractor Supply and Sunday senior portrait shoots. Nice. I will be going with family tomorrow. We're going to be to New Orleans in the city, and we're going to be riding one of the riverboats. And spoiler alert, that is going to be the focus of next week's video of the week. Mark, I've never heard of that either, referring to the Normandy as the Chrysler ship. Yeah, I've never heard that before. It's cool if it's true, but yeah, I've never heard that. Excuse me, guys. Another sip of water here. So it's a shame that there are no models of Normandy either. I've looked around for the Normandy, and I can't find any anywhere. I have been, Moonzer, looking for the Airfix Queen Elizabeth. There's none out there right now, and none in a price range that's acceptable for me either, unfortunately. Mark, I'll be going to a church dinner lunch tomorrow. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, I'm gonna be eating lunch on the riverboat tomorrow. That's part of the package that we bought. Wolf says there are paper models of Normandy. Wolf, did you ever buy any of those paper models? I know you were sharing a lot of them in Discord at some point. Did you ever buy and build any? If you did, I'd like to see some photos of some. That boat tries to ram Mo, it's gonna be in for a bad time. Wolf, I think most underrated ocean liner during World War II is SS America. Yeah, I could see that, Wolf. I mean, of course, the two queens during World War II get all the glory because of their substantial success in being troop ships, and rightfully so. But yeah, definitely. Let's see, Moonser. SS Normandy was slightly sleeker than the Queen Mary. I find also in pictures that when you put there are pictures of the two like in the same port together, almost side by side, and I find Normandy to be a bit larger than the Queen Mary. And I don't know the dimensions of the ships to compare the two, but that's just the impression I got. Oh, look at this. The ship, beautiful. I didn't even realize this was in here, guys. I didn't realize I put that in the footage this week. We have the ship beautiful. RMS Aquitania. Always got to take a second and admire her. Windsor, my grandmother sailed the SS France. Wow, that's pretty awesome, Windsor. Mark, Aquitania. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Aquitania. Yep. They should put more ocean liners in the game like this. I mean, they can't be playable, of course, but it's really cool that they put that in there. Those are the times he said her she was already the SS Norway. Oh, well, you're talking about when they sailed on the ship. Let's see. Well, I did buy one, but I happen to have gotten one that doesn't have picture instructions but text, and they are in Polish. So, yeah, it just kind of hangs out at the bottom of my model stack. Max, woohoo, Aquitania. Moonzer, there is the Aquitania. Well, I could get a cheap model of HMS Sheffield, which is Belfast's sister, as a paper model. Looks pretty easy. Cool. Well, if you decide to get that, let us know how the build goes. And for that other model, I would imagine you should be able to find some instructions that will let you, that are in English. That way you could build that ship. Yeah, I completely forgot that Aquitania was in this. Now, talk about another ship that was successful in both world wars. How could we leave out Aquitania? And which ship would you guys? Here's a question. Out of Lusitania, Mauretania, and Aquitania, which one would be your favorite? I'll wait for you guys to answer before I reveal what my answer is. And you notice, I don't know if this is correct on Aquitania, but you notice the funnels don't have the black rings like all the other ships had. Like the Queen Mary had them, Lucy had them, Mauretania had them. Here we go, Iowa. Let's see. Moonser, when you visit the Queen Mary, I think you are going to love that small models on the shelf on prom deck starboard. I'll share some pics with you I took. That, yeah, Moonser, share though. If you don't mind, put that in the ship's channel on the Discord. I would definitely like to see that. I know they have a huge model of Titanic on board the Queen Mary as well. You know, and of course I'm going to want to see that. Mark, Mauretania and Aquitania. Let's see. I will say, out of Lusitania, Mauretania, and Aquitania, Mauretania would probably be my favorite. Maxim, either Maury or Aquitania, hard to choose. I'm surprised that nobody's picking Lucy. I thought for sure someone would pick Lucy. Wolf, biggest issue is the ship happens to be an obscure Russian pre-dreadnought that also has the same name as a much more popular dreadnought, so every time I looked up something about it, I got the other. Which means there's probably nothing out there for it, Wolf. I mean, that would at least be my guess. Oh. Sorry, guys. So yeah, we're watching Iowa sail here. While this is going on, guys, let's see. We're about a half hour into the stream. So I told you guys in the beginning, I had a little information on the Kidd. So stay tuned for that because it's going to be coming. We'll share that right before the Kidd footage starts. And of course, Mark, where is Steve? I don't know. Mark, he did say that he was going to be here tonight. Maybe something came up. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from him. Because I know Steve is going to be going do the dry dock tour of New Jersey. I'd like for him to share some information about that if he could. I mean, I know he already has, but Whoa! You saw how the ship shake when those guns fire. Let's see where are we at in our footage. Okay, we still got a ways to go before we get to the kids. So uh, I'm going to switch us over for a second, guys. Well, actually, let me go ahead and say this. The kid also has a Facebook page, and they are actually really good about answering questions when you ask them. And I asked the question, when will or how is the kid going to be getting from Baton Rouge to Houma, Louisiana, which is where it's going for dry docking? And within the hour, I got an answer to that question. Wolf, imagine standing under one of the biggest battleships still afloat, right? And I would love to go for that reason, Wolf, but even if I don't, I can still say I stood underneath and touched the keel of the only dreadnought in existence. Old Tex. So I at least got that unique experience. But yeah, going back to the kid, I asked them how they would be getting the ship from Baton Rouge to Houma, which is where the dry docking is going to happen. So get this, guys. They are going to take the ship from Baton Rouge all the way down the Mississippi River into the Gulf of Mexico and then bring it up to Houma that way. That is a journey, especially by water. Because I've been thinking about it with New Jersey going to dry dock and all this. I kept thinking about it because I mean I know, I live in South Louisiana. I know the bayous, the rivers, all this stuff. I know the area well, and I couldn't think of any way to get the kid from Baton Rouge straight to Houma with some type of river connecting to the Mississippi. Wolf, wow, and that's a destroyer, right? Now, I think when I was watching the live stream of New Jersey yesterday, I think they said the max they were going was 6 miles. This is going to be way, way longer than that, guys. Way longer. And we're going to do a little, we're going to kind of get an idea of how that's going to look here. I've got something, I got something planned for this. Oh, Wolf, hope kid will be okay sailing that distance. I think she's going to be fine, Wolf. I know that, believe me, they are doing everything they can to make sure she's as sturdy as possible. There's no potential leaks anywhere. They're going through all of that to make sure that it's going to be a safe journey for the ship. That I'm not concerned about. But that's gonna take a few days for the ship to get from Baton Rouge to Houma, and we're gonna take a look at that distance in just a second here. So watch this, guys. Let's see. Let me pull up something here. All right, so here we go, guys. Here's Google Maps. And so what we want to be looking at is, so obviously, here's South Louisiana. Here's Baton Rouge, where the kid is. And she's coming down here to Houma. Now, in a car, this takes about an hour and a half. When you're going down river, that's considerably longer. See if I can do this full screen. Nope, I cannot. So, let's see. So let's zoom into Baton Rouge. Okay, so Here's I-10 right here. This is the Horace Wilkinson Bridge. You can see the Kidd is right here. And we'll go to this view. So, yeah, you saw it, huh? So here she is. Here's the Kidd right here. And when she floats, they're gonna spin her around. She's gonna pass under this bridge. And she's got this long, long journey all the way down. So it's going to I would think it's going to take a couple of days even for it to get to New Orleans, because it's going to have to go through New Orleans. You see, here goes the river all the way down like so. And here's New Orleans. And look how much further they still have to go after they get out of New Orleans. All of this, and here they finally get into the Gulf. And then they've got to come this way. And they're going to come through here. You see Terrebonne Bay right here. And they're going to probably come in right through here. I believe this is the Houma Navigation Canal. So you see this almost straight line. They're going to come, I would imagine, all the way up through here. And it's a straight shot all the way into Houma. And you can see the dry dock is right in this area here. I'm trying to find it. Here it is right here. Thomas C. Marine. That is going to be the dry dock that is doing the repairs on the Kidd. Mark, river looks like a snake. Yeah, it does do that, Mark. So yeah. Wolf, that is an insane journey. It most certainly is. So, and when they're done, and she's going to be here for about a year. And when she's done, she has to go back the way she came. So back down this navigation canal, out into the Gulf, through Terrebonne Bay, then all the way around and enter the mouth of the river here and go all the way back up until she gets back to where she is right here in Baton Rouge. Mark, it's going to be a long live stream to watch her dry docking. I don't know how they're going to do this, guys, because it's such a long journey. Let's see if we can get a nice view of the ship while we're talking about her. Here we go. Let's go on top of the levee right here. That's kind of a crappy picture. Let's see. Can we get something better? Well, that's a little better. These are all really blurry. That's probably the best one we're going to get. But anyway, just talking about it's going to be a long live stream to watch her dry dock. I don't know if they're going to be live streaming that whole thing. Because you're talking, like I said, it's going to be a few days that she's going to be on this journey. So I don't know if they're going to be live streaming that whole thing. Steve is here. Better late than never. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Steve, we were just talking about the journey that the USS Kidd is going to be taking to dry dock. And as I was just showing everyone here on Google Maps, it's going to be quite the journey that she's going to be taking. You know, New Jersey had to go 6 miles. The Kidd's going to be going a few hundred miles. So that's what we were just talking about. I'll go ahead and bring the footage back up here. Cool. Moonzer, what do you think of the QE Seawise University plan? I don't know a whole lot about it, Moonzer, but I never really cared for it. I think she'd have been better off staying or being preserved like the Queen Mary as a museum ship. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And I think she should have stayed somewhere in the United States or went back to Britain some kind of way. Steve, she going to Mississippi? No, she the kid is going to Houma, Louisiana, Steve, which by car is about an hour and a half from Baton Rouge. But the track that the kid's going to have to take, she's got to go completely down the river from Baton Rouge, uh, exit the Mississippi River into the Gulf of Mexico, come up what is called the Houma Navigation Canal, and that's where she will be brought into dry dock. I'll bring it up again real quick just to show you. I don't want to spend too much time on it since we did it already, but I'll show you real quick. Let me make sure I still have it up. Yeah, I do have it up still. So real quick, let me get this off. So here's the kid right here on the Mississippi River in Baton Rouge. And she's got to go, let's see. Look how far, look how much we've got to zoom out just to see her track. From Baton Rouge, she has to go all the way down the river here. Oh, she's going to pass through New Orleans, come all the way down to the mouth of the river, come out right here into the Gulf, go through here into what's called Terrebonne Bay, then up this little stream called the Houma Navigational Canal, and she will be right here in Houma. And she'll be there for a year and a half, and then she's got to make that exact same journey back to Baton Rouge when it's done. So yeah, that's an insane trip, guys, compared to what New Jersey just went through. Moser, Mr. Tung's dream started to take shape. The Seawise University was in Victoria Harbor. Well, if you know, it's insane to think about how in some countries a preserved destroyer is a big deal. Meanwhile, the U.S. has tons of them. Right? Steve, wow, what a journey. Yes, it is going to be a long, long journey. Now, I imagine the kid's going to be going a little bit faster than what New Jersey did. New Jersey, I think they got her at like 3.5 knots when they were towing her yesterday. At least the part that I watched, the max speed when I was watching the live stream or the replay of it, they got up to 3.3 knots. The kid's a smaller ship, so they might be able to go a little faster with it. But I don't know how the conditions of the ship, what kind of shape the hull's in. I don't know if that's going to affect anything. So the max speed New Jersey got to was 4.1 knots. Okay. Yeah, I only watched about an hour of the replay. I didn't get to watch it live because of work. I know it sucks, but I'll pull up the pictures again in just a sec, Steve, so you can see. We were talking about some photos. Well, I took some screenshots from the live stream. Let's see. Moonser, the ship was a huge mess as there were mattresses everywhere on board, which did not help with the fire. Oh, no, that would have definitely made the fire even worse, would have made it burn faster. QE was renamed to Seawise University in 1969. She should have stayed the Queen Elizabeth, but, that's me. Steve, that was the fastest I heard them mention. That was about an hour before they docked, referring to the New Jersey. So let me show you some pictures, Steve, that I was showing chat at the beginning of the stream here. Let me see if I can pull them back up. These were just some screenshots that I grabbed. Let's see. So here's the first one, Steve. Looking down the Delaware River, that is the, what was the name of that bridge? I think the Walt Whitman Bridge, they said it was. Wolf, U.S. has 3 Fletchers, 2 Gearings, 1 Sumner, 2 Forrest Shermans, and 2 different destroyer escorts. And I've been on one of the destroyer escorts. Haha, USS Stewart. Meanwhile, British has 1, Canada has 1, France has 0. And if you look over here to the left, once again, there's the funnels for that beautiful lady right there, the big U. Steve, she did fire her salute gun as she passed by. That's amazing. Yeah, here's a second one. Looking through the bridge of the New Jersey, you can see the first funnel of the big U. You can kind of see the second one right there, and you can see the stern right there. How amazing is that? Let's see. And the last one, which is the thumbnail for this week. We've got New Jersey right here and the big U right there. Wolf, Russia has 0, but in China they have at least 3 ex-Soviet World War II destroyers. I wonder if they're still in use over there. Moonser, Port Everglades is different now. Yep. Poland has 1 destroyer. See. Moonser, that is the SSUS forward funnel. It most certainly was. Yes, sir. So yeah, those were from some screenshots. And I was telling the guys earlier that I was really hoping someone would be standing like right here, either in a building or maybe through, shot a drone up, got a picture of the big U in the foreground with New Jersey passing behind her in the background. That would have been such an amazing sight, at least in my view. Max, what an incredible sight. Yes, most definitely. All right, let's switch back to the footage here. All right. The footage is back on. Steve wants to know from Wolf, does any South American, Brazil, Argentina, Chile have any Fletchers? Well, I'm sure Wolf will correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe the only... there's a Fletcher that I think it's in Greece. Wolf can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's where the other Fletcher is. I was thinking about this too earlier, guys, and are there any ocean liners in the world that are preserved as museum ships? Besides the Queen Mary, of course. I mean, obviously we know about her. But I was wondering about that earlier today, actually, and I didn't have time to look it up and see, so I thought I would pose the question to you guys. Steve, another question from earlier. Out of Lusitania, Mauretania, and Aquitania, which one is your favorite? Matt, I am stuffed. Nice. Steve, that's where the last LST came from, Greece, I think. Okay. Steve, when is your trip to the New Jersey? When are you going to see her in dry dock? Steve, you do have SS Rotterdam in the Netherlands. Okay, Moonser, yes, the SS Rotterdam. And Steve, Aquitania is Steve's favorite out of those 3. I went with Mauretania. I forget, either Mark or Max went with Mauretania or Aquitania. He couldn't decide. Moonser, QE2 is in Dubai. Okay. I don't know why I always forget about QE2. Steve, there's also a liner in Japan from the 30s. I think probably out of all of the ones you guys mentioned, I'd probably most want to see QE2. Steve, I leave on a red eye on May 17th. Steve, forgive my ignorance. I don't know what a red eye is. Plane or a train? I know you're in the trains. Man, I think they are all neat. So yeah, we should be coming up on, we've only got about 10 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and skip a bit of this, guys. I want to, here we go. I want to take a look at the Kidd before we end the stream tonight. Maxwell, there's the SS Great Britain, but not fully sure if she's fully an ocean liner. Let's see. Matt, Red Eye is a train. Well, I don't know because Steve is saying 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. flight. So, yeah, hence the red eyes you have when you arrive. Gotcha. Wolf, only other Fletcher in the world is the one in Greece. Okay, I thought so. But yeah, guys, here we are. We're looking at the Kidd here now. This footage, by the way, was recorded by Matt, and he donated this footage so we could have footage of Kidd on the stream. If you guys, and I always mention this, if you guys have any type of gameplay footage like this that you want to send over that we can watch on the live stream while we talk, you are certainly welcome to. Because, I mean, I can't own every game. I can't own every ship. So if you guys got a ship I don't have, let's get some footage of it. Let's get her on stream. Thanks to Milan, we have Titanic and we have Olympic. So we've got two ocean liners, two of my all-time favorites, of course. So, and I haven't shown Olympic in a bit, but I like I said, because I'm working on some Olympic footage. I've just been really busy, and I haven't had time to really get to it. But yeah, Olympic is coming back to the footage. I would really, really, really love to have the Alabama. So if anybody has the Alabama in warships, let me know. Because we got to work something out. Because I really want the Alabama on here. Wolf, Mexico had a Fletcher destroyer that was one of the early Fletchers, which had the older style bridge. She wasn't preserved, but some museums wanted her, but there was a lack of funds, and in 2013 she was scrapped. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, Steve, not a train, referring to the Red Eyes thing. Flying Frontier, okay. Max SS Great Britain is in England. Marquier Olympic, of course. We are massive fans of Old Reliable here, as you know. Carplane, can I show some of War Thunder? Absolutely, you can. The way it works, though, is I need you to record the footage and send it to me. This is actually pre-recorded footage that we're looking at. So if you can, if you got some recorded footage, let me know in the Discord, Car. And I know you've got Arkansas. I would love to have some footage of USS Arkansas. So we can talk about that in Discord and see if we can work something out. Steve, Haikawa Maru was built in 1929, now a museum in Yokohama, Japan. I'm guessing that was an ocean liner of some kind, Steve? Wolf, I have noticed, however, if you want some strange, obscure World War II class of warship, check museum ships in smaller countries. They always seem to have them. Not surprised by that. Let's see. Wolf, I believe there's a preserved ocean liner / cruise ship museum somewhere in the world that is beached and is a hotel. I've not heard of that. Let's see. Guys, give me a sec. I need to go. I need to go blow my nose. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my sinuses have been kind of acting up. I've been going through that a bit this week. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Ah, okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. Wolf, the Japanese ocean liner that's preserved has a few models. Cool. Is there a liner in the Netherlands? Yes, SS Rotterdam. Some of the guys mentioned that a bit earlier. Mark, allergies are already crazy. Yeah, we're at that time of year. I don't know how it works in the rest of the country, but in South Louisiana, spring comes a whole lot faster for us than it does everybody else, and it's kind of screwing with my allergies a little bit. Uh, Steve, at least there's no second stream. Nope, just this one, Steve. Matt, can you breathe now? I can breathe out through this nostril. The left one's kind of clogged a bit. Wolf, I want to visit the Netherlands in the future since I have a friend and a crush there I want to meet, so I gotta check it out. I certainly hope that happens for you, Wolf. And if you can't go there, you can always save your money and go visit old Tex. Just saying. Matt, I've been fighting allergies for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, like I said, it's that time of year again. And really, it wasn't acting too bad up until this afternoon is when I started having issues with my allergies starting to act up. Mark, are you going to do a gaming stream next? Not tonight, Mark. If I do another one, it might be this weekend, might be early next week. Steve Wolf's crush equals a ship. Just kidding. I mean, technically, don't we all? I mean, we're all here for the same purpose, which is these old ships. So, I mean, you can kind of say that about all of us. Let's see. Let's skip a little bit ahead. There we go. Let's keep looking at the ship here. But I don't know. How are you guys liking that? Are you guys digging those gaming streams? Yeah, I figure some of you are because you're watching them. But I always like to get I'd like to get some feedback. Steve, oh, I have a mistress, the Queen Mary. Yeah, the ship, not the actual queen. Steve Wolf, wouldn't it be awesome if they preserved the ship that rammed Andrea Doria in the 50s? I would have. That would be cool, Wolf. But I would have certainly imagined that ship was scrapped. Wolf. Now, luckily, my crush isn't a ship. Oh no, we just playing around, Wolf. Mark, love the gaming streams. Sweet. I'm glad you dig them, Mark. Yeah, it's just something for me to just kind of. That's kind of like just like a little chill night. If and when I don't have anything else to do, just hop on and play some games and hang out with you guys. Wolf, she's still kicking around as a cruise ship. I wonder if, I'm certain the answer is no. But oh, look at that! That's in Iowa, right next to the Kidd. That's probably me, actually. Matt and I did play this game quite a bit together. Steve, Stockholm still exists. How cool would it have been? And it'll never happen, I know. But how cool would it be if the Queen could, if she could sail again on her own power? How cool would that be? Mark, the Stockholm just retired not long ago was renamed to Astoria, And Steve, yes, she is the MV Astoria. Wolf, however, she lost all her beauty liner looks. Yeah, that kind of happens to them. I remember that was like towards the end of Mauritania's career, um, when she was painted all white because she was serving as a cruise ship. So I didn't particularly care for seeing her, and I don't think that was the first time she was all white. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Mauritania was also a hospital ship in World War One at some point. So that would have been the first time she was painted white. But I don't know. I just didn't like the look of the ship painted in white. Car, is sound on the video okay? You don't have to mute the sound, Car, but I will mute the sound for the stream. If you notice right now with the footage we're watching, there is no sound. That's so I can, you guys can hear me talk and not be drowned out by the game sound. Steve, getting Queen married to sail, kind of like Battleship movie. I need to borrow your boat, right? That was one thing we forgot to mention, Steve, on the live stream last week. How could we forget 12 years ago? Mighty Mo came back into service one more time to save the world from an alien invasion. How did we forget that? That's like one of the most significant pieces of Iowa class history ever. I don't know how we forgot that. Speaking of things that I forgot, and we're getting ready to wrap up, guys, but I wanted to mention this as well. One of the things I forgot to talk about on Steve's stream was some of the nicknames that New Jersey had. So we talked about well, one of her nicknames is the Big J, which is pretty obvious where she got that from, and also kind of generic. The Black Dragon was another nickname she had, which was kind of confusing to me because New Jersey was painted in Measure 21 at some point, which is the same paint scheme the Texas just got. And she was the only Iowa to ever be painted in that color. And they did that because, if I remember correctly, they said black reflects. And the Measure 21 did not. But anyway, they said it was real dark looking on the ship, and when she fired, it looked like a fire-breathing dragon. So she got the nickname the Black Dragon, which has got to be one of the coolest nicknames ever for a ship. I mean, if we're being honest. So at some point, and I told this to Wolf in the Discord, that eventually, when I'm done with getting all my Olympic class models and I've got the Texas built, I think I'm going to start getting I want a model of all 4 Iowa class ships. When I get one of New Jersey, I am going to paint her in the Measure 21 so she can have that Black Dragon scheme. Matt, I watched the Ghostbusters 2 the other night. I forgot the Titanic was in it. It's supposed to be the Titanic, Matt, but it's not the Titanic. That ship didn't look remotely anything like the Titanic. Wolf Black Dragon is the best nickname, right? See, she is Cheech Marin says, well, better late than never. Wolf, New Jersey was so metal. Well, here's another nickname she had. Old Blue Eyes. I don't know if you guys probably never heard that one before. So, I'm going to get Mo here so I can show you how and why New Jersey at one point got the name Old Blue Eyes. So, at some point, her anti-aircraft guns, and we're pretending this is New Jersey, up here, I believe, it was these two, they were removed, and she had, these were like enclosed, and they turned them into basically swimming pools. And when you're looking at her from above, you see the blue right there, hence the name Old Blue Eyes. And I believe, and somebody can look this up if you can. Is Frank Sinatra from New Jersey? Because if he is, that might have had something to do with it too. Wolf, I feel like that Ghostbusters scene was the reason I know about Titanic. Wow. Huh. You know, I've never seen that movie all the way through, so true story. So yeah, I cannot say that Ghostbusters does not get credit for me learning about the Titanic. Well, Shane, those swimming pools are gone, right? Steve, I saw a photo of sailors swimming in those things. Yeah, I mean, it's true. That really happened. Oh, she had one more nickname as well. Max, Old Blue Eyes, totally never been used before, right? She had one more nickname, and I don't know how long this one lasted, but she had the nickname of Heavy Hitter. And she got that in Vietnam. Again, New Jersey was the only active battleship in the world at the time of Vietnam. And it's kind of obvious how she would have gotten the name Heavy Hitter. Frank Sinatra was born in Hoboken. Is that in New Jersey? Wolf, what is Iowa's nickname? I can never remember it. Big Stick. Iowa was known as Big Stick. So Big Whiskey, Big Stick, Mighty Mo, and pick which name you like the most for New Jersey. I'm sticking with Black Dragon. I just think that's the coolest thing ever. But yeah, I'm wondering if Sinatra was born in New Jersey. Steve, yes, across the river from New York. So yeah, not a surprise there. I can definitely see the connection. You know, it makes perfect sense. So guys, we are at we're 10 minutes past the hour, so I'm going to get ready to wrap things up here. Of course, I will go over the schedule of content. Every Monday through Friday, U.S. Central Time at 11 a.m., we have our random video short of the day. It could be about anything and everything. We have our video of the week every Friday morning at 7 a.m. The part 2 of the Titanic building video is this week's. So if you're interested in, in the model building content, that'll be right up your alley. And of course, every Friday evening at 7 p.m. is our 1-hour live stream. Steve, Mighty Eye is another Iowa nickname. I've not heard that one, Steve. That's good to know. I only ever heard the Big Stick. Let's see. Wolf, Kentucky has no nickname. I wonder why. Wolf, I guess we'll call her the Bow of Whiskey, right? Yeah, it's a shame, but you know what can you do? She will always be the Shump with a temper to me, and that's why even though New Jersey's got a cooler nickname, that story about Big Whiskey makes her like my second favorite Iowa. Just that one story alone. Wolf, maybe Kentucky Fried Chicken. It would have been cool if they painted her in all white and she kind of got the nickname Colonel Sanders. Karna, sorry, I just saw this. Hello, everyone. No worries, man. We are wrapping it up here, Aaron, but the replay is certainly going to be available on the channel. So, if you missed it, no worries. You can always go back and watch it. But yeah, we're all wrapping it up here. Guys, thanks again for watching. As always, it's always a blast coming on here and hanging out with you guys and talking ships with you. To tune back in for next week. We'll be back at the same time as always. Hope you guys have a great weekend and go out, do some fun things. Go live life and have a good time. Thanks, guys, for watching. I always appreciate every single one of you. It means the world to me that you guys come here and hang out with me. Thanks so much for watching, and until the next time, you guys know the drill. Drive safely.